Welcome back on our YouTube channel, Monaco Watch Company. Today we got a very interesting task from our cameraman, a challenge. Every one of us needs to choose two watches out of our stock in the price range 50 to 100,000 euros, but it needs to be something that we as professionals think is very underrated. There are two brands that we chose that I bet you even never heard of before. Let's go. So guys, as promised, we are starting with a brand and a watch that you probably never heard of before. The brand is called Artia. It was founded in 2009 by Ivan Arpa. Now you can check, I will put it somewhere here. We did a very interesting interview with the owner and the CEO of that brand back in Dubai at the Dubai Watch Week. This watch is called Purity. It comes from the Purity collection. The whole case is made out of a piece of sapphire, which makes it absolutely transparent, 360 degrees transparent. You can see the movement from literally every single side of the watch. It has a double barrel, 72 hours of power reserve. I think the design is absolutely futuristic. This is why the brand is calling itself an artistic atelier. I think personally this is why we started to be retailers of that brand. I find that brand very interesting. A lot of watchmaking for, I would say, compared to what you get from other brands, reasonable money. That watch costs around 60,000 euros, but with VAT, as this is a new watch. So if you purchase it outside of the EU, you can even get your VAT back and you will arrive at around 46,000 euros. As I said, the design, also the material of the bracelet, it's like something in between of, from the one side it's rubber, on the other side it's like satin finished, but it's not satin. I would also say that the size of the watch is matching the upcoming trend of smaller men's watches. It's around 39 millimeters, and for me this is something very underrated, because if you have a watch like that and you are sitting at a table with watch enthusiasts, this is definitely something that will catch the eye of every guy in the watch world understanding at least something in watches. So this is my first pick, the Artia in full sapphire, 39 millimeters for around 60,000. We are the retailers of Artias. We have also a lot of other Artia models on our website if you want to check them out. But now it's not about selling, it's just about showing you guys interesting watch pieces that you never saw before or you will barely see at other dealers. The next brand I would like to talk about is Louis Monet. I'm holding here in my hands a piece unique from that brand. Yes, you heard right, piece unique. Only one made in the whole world. Louis Monet was the inventor of the chronograph function. So you can imagine how important his work was to the watch world even nowadays, because as you know, chronographs are the most common complication, I would say, even today. Louis Monet was redefined 2004, and is doing up to date only limited pieces, or is doing, as I'm having here, a piece unique that you can, as a customer, design yourself, choose the materials, choose the movements, choose the complication, colors, whatever you want, okay? So watches like that are priced around 200 to 300,000 euros if you are talking about piece uniques. This one, for example, is for sale at Monaco Watch Company way under 100,000. And for my opinion, the tourbillon, for example, is not designed in-house, but it is made only for Louis Monet. So that exact tourbillon is used only in the watches from Louis Monet. This piece is like, okay, for guys who are liking bigger watches, obviously. The dial is made from meteorite, and also I think the finishing of the whole case, the design, also if I look onto the finishing of the movement, the plates, the finishing of every lever, like literally everything, let you understand, if you are into watches, let you definitely straight away understand that this is a masterpiece of watchmaking, even though the demand is not very high. It's not a Rolex, it's not a easy to sell piece. But as we are today talking about pieces that are underrated, I would definitely go for that one. It's way under 100,000, piece unique, and you will never see anyone around the world, no matter where you're going, with a watch on his wrist like that. Let's see what Angelo prepared himself.
Another watch that we have in stock and is very much underrated is this Panerai Scienziato, which takes the tribute towards Galileo Galilei, which is a scientist that was born in Florence, as the brand itself. This watch has a double axle tourbillon, GMT function, AM/PM display, 6 days power reserve, and on top of that everything is skeletonized. It's an absolutely stunning watch in my opinion. I would wear it every single day, but majority of the people do not like the brand itself because for them it's like a cheap brand, without understanding that there is a lot of study behind every movement that they do, especially on the higher end part. It's between 50,000 and 100,000 euros, and in my opinion this would be something that I will buy every day, counting the technology that's behind it. And another very much underrated watch is this beautiful Audemars Piguet Millenary MC12, a watch that made only 150 pieces, so ultra rare, platinum case, tourbillon movement, chronograph, skeletonized dial, and this beauty has a 10-day power reserve. The watch itself was costing around like 300,000 euros back then, and now we are selling it for 85,000. Most likely due to the fact that people are not appreciating this shape, but personally I find it fancy and I would wear it. But at the same time, if you are one of the owners of the MC12, you should consider this watch, because at least you can match it with your car.
Guys, I have chosen A. Lange & Söhne. This German brand competes with many Swiss brands and is even above their quality level of finishing and movement complications. The brand is relaunched since 1994 and they focus only on mechanical and automatic watches. They don't do any quartz watches. Everything is done in-house, fully handmade in Germany, Saxony, and the complications and the finishing of these movements are absolutely stunning. This particular chronograph retails at around 120,000 and the current market is around 85,000 and 90,000 euros. You're getting a lot of watchmaking for relatively decent value and you don't overpay the brand. The manufacturer of Lange & Söhne is producing not even 5,000 pieces a year, which is considered as nothing in the watchmaking industry. To give you a number, Patek Philippe is producing between 60 and 70,000 watches a year, which makes this watch for me highly desirable, very rare and not often that you're going to see it on someone's wrist. My next choice is this Bianchet Ultra Fino. It's a recent brand founded only in 2017 by a watch enthusiast, and those watches are bearing only tourbillon movements. The brand is not making simple watches, they go high-end only, tourbillon straight away. Ultra flat tourbillon designed only for them and bearing in-house movement. Being ultra flat, automatic and skeleton, also using materials like carbon or titanium, even a carbon bracelet that you don't see very often, or let's say like this, you see very rare to have carbon bracelet on a watch. A stunning piece. The design is going around the golden ratio, which is 1.618, and this is also the model lineup code internal number. Bianchet is using carbon, titanium and other high-end materials in order to make those watches outstanding, resistant and sportive at the same time. This is a relatively fresh newcomer brand, and those watches are now being worn by more and more sports people from Formula One, from tennis, and they're getting more and more success and recognition worldwide. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Write down in the comments what would be your personal pick, and for more watch content for you lovers and enthusiasts of watches, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.